Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 12 of Omnifactory. I did a little bit in between episodes, so you see this is my basement here. I cleared it out a little bit, just made it a bit more of an open space, and I also went ahead and made this vibrant capacitor bank. So this is the biggest tier of the capacitor banks from Ender.io, if I can spell it right. So we had the basic, and then I'm not sure if we made the advanced on or off the video last episode, but the advanced is pretty straightforward. It just takes two basics and then some electrical steel, and then one of these double layer RF capacitors. And then the vibrant is just two of the advanced and then some vibrant alloy. And this crystal is basically made in an autoclave. We can use our fluid extractor to make the molten or liquid vibrant alloy, and then an emerald. So yeah, it was pretty straightforward, but yeah, I just wanted to upgrade our power, and I didn't think it was super interesting, so yeah, I put it down here. I got the input coming in on top, and then it outputs, this actually heads to the CEF up here, and then also all the way up to our second floor, and this goes over to our blast furnaces. That's what the CEF is powering, and everything's full. Look, we got 40 million RF up here, and 40 million RF, 41 I guess, up here. And then this is filling up. It should be full soon enough. But yeah, this holds 25 million in total. And this is also a multi-block structure, so we can basically make this as big as we want. So maybe eventually I'll get two more, and then we could hold 75 in total. But we don't really have much of a need for that as of right now. Yeah, I also made another storage crate just because we were getting pretty full here. But yeah, so this episode I want to get into applied energistics. So applied energistics, the first thing we need to do is get these presses. So if you do like a press, maybe with... Okay, yeah, so we can see our 4 presses. I don't know what that is. But yes, we need a calculation press, an engineering press, logic, and silicon. And these can be crafted, but we need to get an advanced precision laser engraver, and a good amount of other stuff. And another way of going about it is, I guess this is right here, we can look for meteorites. So I think that's the way I want to go, just because I want to get to applied energistics as soon as I can, and I don't want to have to wait and try and make these more complex machines. So to find these meteorites, I found one a couple episodes ago. Let's see if we look... Yeah, right here there was one. So our house is... Where is our house? Oh yeah, that's where we are right here. So we had one pretty nearby, but in the exploring I have done, which isn't much, we haven't been able to find much. The map shows a lot of things. Like this looks like one, but it's not. I went towards it thinking it was, but it's not. So to help us out, they do have an item called the meteorite compass. So I want to make one of these, but the only thing blocking us here is getting these void crystals, which we need an atomic reconstructor for. So atomic reconstructor is what we're going to do to start off this episode. And we should have everything we need for this. The aluminum casing should be straightforward. Black quartz, I'm going to reach into my bag of forbidden fruit and take one from there. And then just get some aluminum so we can get our casing here. I thought that's how you made it. Oh, we need plates. Okay. I will compress up some of this. And then what else do we need? Nope, not there. Needed some lead plates and then these emitters, which is just some electrum rods, and then we can use those processors that we made last episode, and then some other easy stuff. But let me get the electrum rods going. And then we need this Ender Eye lens as well, which is just an autoclave with an Eye of Ender and water. It should be pretty straightforward. Eye of Enders, they can't be made the vanilla way in this pack, but we do have blaze powder and ender pearls and a chemical reactor. So we can make one of those. I think I only have one ender pearl left. I used them all to make that vibrant capacitor bank because we need vibrant alloys for that, which take an ender pearl each. But that's okay. We will get more soon enough. So yeah. I mean, it uses the same materials, it just needs a chemical reactor and a little bit of power. And we get one of those, and if we pop that into our autoclave, that should give us that lens after a very long time. Let me get some lead as well. We need, what, 5 of those plates? Cool. Now we should be able to make our aluminum casing. And then we need to make these emitters as well. So we need some nether quartz. We also need those processors we made. We're going to need all 4 of those. And then some copper cabling. I'll just make a full stack of those copper cabling. But we just need 4 for now. And then I'll take those lead plates, and I think we are almost there. Just need to cover these. And so we need our 2 emitters. Oh, electrum rods. So we need our 2 emitters, which is going to use all the processors we made, which is a shame. These look like just little tiny subcomponents, but each one of these takes four of those electronic circuits. So that's why it doesn't hurt to just make a bunch of them. And then we need our Ender Eye lens if our chemical reactor is done. Or no, that was in our autoclave. Yep, that is done. And now we should have our atomic reconstructor. That is awesome. Sweet. I guess there's not a quest. At least there isn't one yet. I think I'm just going to throw that here for now. I'm definitely going to reorganize this room eventually. I'm also going to need like a lever or something. Oh yeah, definitely. Because I think that's just going to keep going. Yeah, you can hear it in the background. It's going to keep going over and over and over again until we do something about it. So it's actually not a lever. It's a redstone torch to toggle what type of mode it is. So if I just do that. Nice, okay. And then can I want to make it... Okay, well, I'll grab a button right now. I think the button is how we're going to want to do it. Oop, no, I don't want to. It's been a bit of time since I've worked with one of these. So if I just put a button on there, I think that's pointing downwards. I guess we can just do it upwards. That's probably fine for now. Like I said, okay, that should work, yeah. I am going to kind of reorganize this room once we have more stuff and know what we want to do. But for this atomic reconstructor, we want to use it to make some of these void crystals, which is just coal on it. So how it works is you just toss it on, and then you press the button, and it zaps them, and we get all of them turned into void crystals. And yeah, it just uses some energy to do it. Not a ton, and energy is looking good right now for us. So we got a full stack of void crystals. That's awesome. The one other thing we need is dark steel plates and then this charged Certus quartz crystal. So dark steel plates, I should have some dark steel here. And then the crystal, so I made a stack of Certus quartz crystals, and what we need to do is go up to our charger that we made last episode, and that should be hooked up to power as well. Just throw it in there and it should turn into a charged crystal. I'm also going to try to set up some kind of automation for this. Is this not working? Oh wow, that just took a really long time. Made an advancement. Shocking. It is shocking that I made an advancement. Alright, and now we should be able to make our meteorite compass. So yeah, how this works is basically it shows you where the nearest meteorite is, and then you can kind of walk towards it. Now, obviously, this might take a while because it's not like guaranteed to get different types of meteorites each time, different types of presses each time. So it might take 5 or 6 meteorites or even more. So what I'm going to do is basically spend a good amount of time off camera, basically hunting these meteorites, and hopefully it shouldn't take too long. And then I want to come back with the 4 different presses, and we do have the logic press already, right? Let me just grab that and take it with me. Yeah, let's grab our logic press. And yeah, I will be back once I find some more presses. All right, we found our second one. Not really too far away. So this is the first one we found, and our base is like, yeah, those are our trees over here. So really not too far. And I can't tell if this is 2 or not. I think it's just 1, but it's such a weird spawn thing. But yeah, so I think if we just dig straight down like we did before, that should hopefully work. Yep, there's our chest. Oh, nice. That's fantastic. Okay, so we are just missing our calculation press then. That's not bad at all. That's a lucky one. All right, I'm gonna keep searching. It's beautiful. Look at it. It's way up there. Our thing is spinning. Getting excited. I don't need these skystone. So something I did realize. So the meteorite compass works just with whenever there's a skystone block there. So if you use these as building blocks, it will definitely mess up the compass. So that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, so we're looking for the calculation press. Hopefully we can get that. Fingers crossed. And this was really close by as well. No luck. But yeah, our last one was just up there, so we went down here. So I'm hoping over here there'll be another one with calculation press. I don't want to load this entire world. I want to keep the file relatively small. All right, I'll be right back. All right, this is getting pretty frustrating. This has happened probably the past like 3 or 4 times where like it will start spinning, which means there's skystone somewhere in this chunk, but this is not somewhere I've been before, and so it wasn't me that placed it down, and skystone is not supposed to spawn anywhere but where those meteors are. So unless it's like spawning underground somehow, which I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to be able to do that. Sorry, it's really dark down here. But yeah, it's really frustrating. So it keeps on like leading me in a different direction, and then, hey, there's, again, not another meteorite. I've been doing this for like 15, 20 minutes now, so kind of frustrating. Again, I would really like to avoid crafting these if possible, though. So yeah, I guess I'll just keep exploring a little bit more. Yeah, you can see we've covered quite a lot of ground. Yep, I will just keep on searching. Please be the one. Please. I am very hopeful. I'm sick of doing this. It's weird. Omnifactory is such like a, oh, you don't have to explore. Let me put some light in here. To get things done. But for this one instance, I guess you do. Well, I guess they do give you an option not to do it, but... Alright, moment of truth. We are looking for... calculation. No. Oh, that's so sad. Alright, be right back. We've traveled so far. Please. No. I hate this game. Alright, so I guess I'm not going crazy, and these meteors can spawn underground, which is kind of dumb because they're meteors. I thought there would just be like random things of skystone somewhere. But yeah, I just decided to dig down a little bit, and in the meantime I did find an apatite vein, which is nice because I haven't gotten that yet. But yeah, anyway, I guess like this somehow spawned underground here, which is a little bit weird, but I really hope this is the one. I'm getting kind of sick of exploring around. Where is the chest? Don't tell me it's spawned but with no chest. Sorry if it's kind of dark here. This is a little bit concerning. I'm gonna mine out like the entire thing. So the top of it would be like right here, right? Oh, I have so much junk in my inventory. Actually, I'm gonna, yeah, throw some of this stuff away. What? Oh, there it is. I see it right there. Phew, I was getting concerned. Alright, please just end my pain. Yes, alright. Oh, that's a huge sigh of relief. Yeah, I've probably been doing this for about an hour or so, which is much, much longer than I was expecting it to take. But I'm glad I decided to dig down on this one. I had dug a little bit down on some previous ones, but I never really found anything, so I thought it was just some weird glitch, or maybe there was just like a single piece of skystone that was spawning somewhere. Sorry for the darkness here. But yeah, if we take a look at our map, wow, yeah, we went a really, really long way. So our house is like this really tiny little place right up here. And yeah, so we went all the way up here and all the way down around here, this whole red sand biome, and then ended up right here. So, oh man, that's a huge relief to get that done with. But yeah, anyway, I am going to just go back to our house now. I got what I needed, and I'm never gonna have to do this again. Very, very exciting. So see you in a second. Oh man, all right, I am glad to be home. That was a very long journey, probably the most exploration that we'll ever have to do in this pack, unless we want to look for, what is it, the drill cores instead of spending all the Omni dollars. I do wish they would just make the presses, you could buy them with Omni dollars like with this, because having to do that sucks, and having to get to some complex MV machines just to make them is also a bit annoying. But anyway, I digress. We have them now, so I'm happy we have them. It's very good. So now we can actually get into some of the crafting for applied energistics. So if we look at the quest book, wants us to make an energy acceptor, and that will basically convert RF into the applied energistics type of power, and then we can make a crystal growth chamber to grow our crystals, and we'll kind of go down from there. And then I think in this beginning quest book, we'll get all the way to ME drives. It says digital storage, nothing with automatic crafting or anything, but getting an ME drive and then being able to throw all of our stuff into like one terminal would be a very, very good place to be. I doubt we'll get there this episode, but we can start working towards it. So for this energy acceptor, we have electrical steel. What we don't have is fluix plates, which is just basically compressed fluix crystals. So these are made by charged Certus quartz, nether quartz, and redstone. So I don't think that should be too hard, but what I want to try and do is automate, I had the charger up there, and I want to see if I can automate the charging of these crystals, because we have the whole stack, and doing them manually would be pretty annoying, as we saw before. So let's try it like that, I guess. I remember I did this in my last roll, but I kind of forget a bit of how I did it. Here, I'm gonna take this, put it over here. Yeah, I just took a chest and threw my my different presses in here. They're very, very what's the word I'm looking for? Meaningful to me. I want to keep them very safe in a special location. All right, so I'm thinking if we, I don't really know how this works, but if we can, I forget if I had to use some kind of redstone signal or not last time I did this. But so if we insert on brown into this chest and extract on brown, I just don't know if it's going to extract the, I don't really know how this works, but let's see. So it puts in this, is that going to do it? And I'm wondering if when it changes, it will extract. Okay, I think that worked. Awesome. So now it should basically go through all this entire stack of Certus quartz crystals and yeah, change them into charged Certus quartz. So it's just extracting anything in this chest and putting it in here. And then I guess however this machine reads it is when it's inserted, that's its insert, and it doesn't extract until it actually changes into a charged crystal. So I think eventually once we finish up this stack, it will just end up putting a charged Certus quartz in here, but that's okay, that's fine. Cool, so those are charging up. What we have to do next is make this energy acceptor. So now that we have some charged, I can actually grab some and we can make some of them into fluix crystals. So it was that, and then what was the other thing? Nether quartz, which, yeah, we have plenty. And then if we just throw those all into a pool, I think that should work. Oh, I have my magnet on me. That might ruin things. Can I? Okay, yeah, I can configure this. That's great, actually. So I think it shouldn't automatically pick up these 3 items now. So let me try, instead of having to like disable the crystal every time. Yeah, that's great. And then it should pick up the Fluix crystals though, I think. Maybe not. As long as this is still on. Yeah, I think it is. But great, so we got some Fluix crystals. That's awesome. These are going to be used a whole lot. And now we need to make 4 of them into plates. And we also need some electrical steel plates. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah. Then we compress up these electrical steel plates. And I think that should be all we need for this. We also just need an LV machine hull, which should be straightforward. We have made plenty of those. Ooh, we just need tin cables. Oh, nice. We got a lot of copper wires as well. I want to get. I am running low on rubber. I want to get some more of that compressing down. And we'll steal some to make these tin wires. Okay. That in there. Okay, we got the machine hull. And yeah, that should be everything we need for the energy acceptor. Awesome. So we should be able to place that up here. And I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. So I think the energy acceptor can be, I think just like ME conduits act as the power for their energy acceptor. So I think I'll just throw up the energy acceptor just in this corner somewhere, and then we can we can have things attached from there. And this is all subject to change, of course. I'm just gonna let these finish up though, and then kind of reorganize what I have up here. So I'll be right back. All right, so we got some charged Certus quartz. That should last us for a bit. I also used some more of them to make more Fluix crystals, and I kind of just reorganized some stuff up here. So we have this energy acceptor, and then we'll be able to use cabling to kind of power more machines and also just access the network once we have the network set up. And yeah, I moved this chest, this little nifty thing we got going on over here. So we should be able to easily charge more of these Certus quartz crystals using this setup in the future when we want to. And then we got our atomic reconstructor over here. Cool. So what we are going to make now is the crystal growth chamber. And this is going to help us make pure versions of these, which are needed for certain recipes. So this should be pretty straightforward. We need another machine hole and then some dark steel bars. So dark steel bars, we need some rods first, so we can use the lathe. And then in the meantime, while it's going, I'm going to make another machine hole. And yeah, the bars are just like this, and then it makes 8 of them, so not too bad. And then we already got the charged Certus quartz crystals that we just did. And there's my lathe. Lathe is pretty slow, actually. This is definitely something I will want to have a better version of relatively soon. Take a sip of coffee. All right, so we got some bars we can use now, and that should be good to make our crystal growth chamber. Let's see what the quest book says about this. Okay, it wants us to actually make the seeds. So yeah, we have Certus quartz, we have nether quartz, and we have Fluix crystals, but these pure versions are used for special things. Yeah, I think some of them can, or some of these recipes can take either, but some of them need only pure. So like this 1K fluid storage component, for example, can take any type of Certus quartz, but it's also more efficient to use the pure version because these seeds, you get 2 of these seeds per, so you can kind of double up on what you have. So yeah, let's throw our crystal growth chamber up here. And I'm not gonna have it interact with this chest just yet. But yeah, so we should be able to make those seeds, throw them in here. We can put acceleration cards in here eventually too, if we want. And then yeah, they'll eventually turn into the pure versions of the seeds. So we need Certus quartz seed, nether quartz seed, and fluix seed. So all of them just need sand and then their respective dusts, I believe. So do we have any Certus quartz dust on us? I don't think so. But we do have Certus quartz in general. And can we just macerate that? Yeah, we can. Awesome. So I'm just going to get a bit. I'm not going to go too crazy here. I'll get 16, which will turn into 32 seeds. And then, what else do we need? Nether quartz seed. So that's nether quartz dust, which I'm assuming is going to be made the same way. Looks like it is. And then the last one is going to be fluix crystal dust, right? Yeah, fluix dust, and then that can be used to make the seed. Cool. So let me get 16 of you as well. Awesome. This should be perfect. For whatever reason, that's a little bit slower. Cool. So if we do this, that'll be 32 nether quartz seeds, 32 Certus quartz seeds, and last but not least, we're almost there. Yeah, and then I think it's as simple as just throwing it in there. It should be getting power because our energy acceptor has power. And then we should be able to get the pure versions. Nice. Okay, and this should give us... Oh, we lost our sand. This should give us 32 of the fluix seeds. Great. So let's head up here. And yeah, let's just throw all these in. Okay, yeah, so you can see the percentage going up. I don't know if this is, if it will turn all of these into them, or if it's going to go one at a time. Okay, yeah, it looks like the entire stack grows, which is very nice. So we can just get a whole bunch of these pure seeds all at once. And yeah, you can see it kind of glowing, doing some cool animations, and it's drawing power from this energy acceptor that we made that is now kind of hidden. Cool. And then next up, we're actually going to get into the terminal. So we're getting close to being able to actually store some of our items digitally. It's a new age. Cool. So they are our pure crystals. Look very nice. And then from there, yeah, we'll get the ME chest, and then I think that goes into the ME drive from there on. Awesome. And then we're also going to be able to get cabling, which will allow us to not have to put our stuff like directly adjacent to this energy acceptor. Cool. So next up on the docket is this illuminated panel. So this is made with some quartz glass, which we just need Certus quartz dust and glass. That should be pretty straightforward. I'll just get some of that rocking right now, actually. I'll just get a stack of that, actually. So if we pulverize half a stack of that and then get half a stack of glass, that should be what we need. And then the quartz fiber, we can just wire mill some of this pure nether quartz that we got. I'll just do a little bit of that for now. And then the glass cable is the fluix dust and the quartz fiber in an alloy smelter. Cool. So we're going to need, we'll get 16 of this, so we need 16 more of these fluix crystals. Get that going. And then the other machine we need is the alloy smelter to make some of that glass. Cool. Drop off some of my junk and clean up this inventory a bit. We have a lot of different crystals going on in this inventory right now. Actually, this goes down here, doesn't it? Yep. Cool, so we're getting our quartz glass. We have some of our quartz fibers. And was this also another alloy smelter? It is an alloy smelter. So once we combine these, we'll get the cabling that we need. And we can also get, they have these ME conduits. These are pretty nice. Can we make them right now? We need liquid rubber, which we can definitely get. And it's, you turn 3 into 4 of these, essentially. Actually, we can use the assembler and get a bunch. So if we want to be a little bit more efficient with what we have, we can use these ME conduits. And these are nice because they can share a block space with other conduits that we have. So we might do that as well, eventually. I'm gonna stop this for now because we need a bit more. We need a bit of the cabling instead, and we definitely have enough quartz glass for now. Give me some of that. Awesome. Fluix Energy Connection achievement. And now we should be able to make this nice. Can we actually use these to make the plates? We can. Awesome. Okay, let's make our first terminal. Was that backwards? It probably was backwards. Well, of course. Wouldn't have it any other way. We got an illuminated panel, which I don't think it does anything by itself, but it's definitely used to make the other terminals going forward. Okay, let's keep on motoring forward. We were almost at digital storage. Can almost taste it. Okay, ME chest. So this needs one of each of the pure. We need a bunch of dark steel, some of the quartz glass, and then the illuminated panel that we just made. So I think we pretty much have everything, actually. We just need to get some dark steel, and we need to make 2 of the blocks. And then what else was it? Not ME drive. We'll get there eventually, but I'm getting ahead of myself. We should need a small storage crate, which I should have the supplies for. It's gonna be so nice when I can just auto-craft this. Wait, let's bookmark the correct thing, actually. So we need to get one of these casings. And got that. We got everything. So now we have an ME chest, and this is nice because we can pretty much, it can only hold 1, so an ME drive is much better, but we can throw in a drive into there and then actually have digital storage that we can use, which is fantastic. Cool. I don't know if we have to use that right now. I believe an ME drive, yeah, an ME drive or an ME chest is used in the ME drive, so I'm really not going to use it quite yet. I'm just going to use this component to turn it into the ME drive. We'll just need a couple more MV components and then some circuits along with this ME chest that we just made. But yeah, we are still going forward. Digital storage at last can make some of these 1K storage components. And I think, yeah, we should have everything to do that. That's not too bad at all. So let's make that as well. 1K storage cell. So yeah, we'll need the housing, which is electrical steel and fine red alloy wire, and then the actual component. So do we have red alloy plates sitting around? We got a few, but we could definitely use some more. Ooh, this inventory is looking mighty fine as well. I'm excited to get rid of all of this. Put away the smooth sandstone. I don't need this stuff. Get rid of the crystals. Okay. So we need a circuit and some glass. We already have glass on us. So we'll just grab... Actually, we need to get rid of this primitive circuit anyway. Why not use it here? 1K storage component. And then we need the housing for it, which is electrical steel plates. Which I should have plenty of electrical steel, right? That's up here. And then we also have to turn some of our red alloy into wires. Actually, we already have red alloy wire. We just have to make some of it into fine red alloy wire. So it's looking fine. Oh, I'm so excited. We're very close. And then all we have to do is, yeah, combine these 2 components in a crafting table, and this is what we can use and actually put into the ME chest if we want to have digital storage. And then we would need to connect up a terminal, which should be easy enough. Whoops, I forgot to grab the cabling. It's a big moment. The 1K ME storage cell. I just realized that I actually didn't give it a chance to get the ME storage housing. Can I split these? Well, I'm going to need more housing eventually anyway, so I'll make another one. Or at least get another one started. Awesome. So we have digital storage. Digital storage at last. It's a real thing that we have. Up next, yeah, we're going to definitely want a terminal just to actually use it. But I think this is a pretty good landmark to actually stop here, because we technically have digital storage. We can put our items digitally into something. Although I don't know if we can without a terminal, but yeah. Let me make another storage housing just to complete the quest. And that's awesome. And yeah, we're definitely going to want to upgrade to 4K storage cells pretty soon. But they demand inscribed processors. But hey, we already took the time to get all those presses that we needed. So what we're going to have to do is make this inscriber soon, which we just need MV machine holes for, which should be really easy. So I think next episode, we're going to try and create the terminals that we need alongside some more actual storage that we have. And then, use that inscriber, or create and use that inscriber to make the higher tier storages that we have. What do we need for the 4K storage, actually? Okay, so yeah, we need a processor and we need a GregTech processor, and then also a logic processor. And then 3 more of these 1K storage components. Then we can get crazy, and it starts to get a little bit wild when you want the larger storage. But 4K will be perfect for what we need. 1K is probably fine as well, but I do like the 4K as a nice in between of number of items and how many we can have in terms of bytes. But yeah, so this is gonna do it for this episode. It took a while to record with all the searching I had to do, but I'm really glad I got that out of the way, and we should be able to just keep pushing forward and making some more machines, getting rid of some of these primitive chests we have here. I need to also figure out where I'm going to store all my ME stuff, but that is something for the next episode. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.